If you have your O-level math exam in 2025, 2026 or 2027, then this video is for you. Assalamualaikum everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Saad and you're watching Mathlete by Saad. This is a channel where I make videos mainly on O-levels and IGCSE Maths and Maths and A-level Math. In this video, we are going to be going over some of the syllabus changes that we see in 2025 in Cambridge O-level Math, the syllabus code for which is 4024. Now at this point, I should mention that there has been a syllabus change in O-level Maths and IGCSE Math as well. So if you are interested in watching that, then I'll leave a link to it. You can check it out. As far as the changes in O-level math are concerned, they're not that major, which is why I have been procrastinating this video for a very long time. But I thought since a lot of you were requesting, so I thought why not just get this done and over with. So that's what we're going to discuss today. I have divided this video into 3 parts. In the first part, we're going to be discussing the change in syllabus, as in what topics have been added, what topics have been removed. In the second part, we're going to discuss the changes in paper pattern. Yes, there is a change in paper pattern, but not a major change, a minor change. And in the third part, we're going to be talking about the resources that you need in order to prepare yourself if you have your exam in 2025 or 2026 or even 2027. Okay, so let's start with the topics that have been added. Okay, so as you can see on your screen, this is the screenshot from the official Cambridge document that they have released, which they release every time there's a change in syllabus. So you have the whole syllabus file, and then along with that you have like a summarized version where they give you like a brief overview of the topics that have been added and the topics that have been removed. There are a few noticeable changes. Okay, that's what we're going to be going over. So if, for example, we look at the topics that have been added, surds is a noticeable change. So surds is now part of the syllabus. When we talk about surds, we talk about simplifying, under which you have addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division, and also rationalization. Like simplifying surds has been part of the syllabus since the beginning, but now you also have rationalization. In fact, I have videos on it already. You can watch math videos. They will help you understand the concept, and the difficulty level that I'm expecting in math is far less than what we will have in maths. Okay, then you have exponential growth and decay. So this is something that has been part of the IGCSE math syllabus, but now it has been added in O-level math as well, which I think is good. I think they're just trying to align, although there's still a long way to go, but I think they're just trying to align the O-level math and IGCSE syllabus. Then there is expansion of more than 2 brackets. So this is noticeable because earlier in the syllabus we had just 2 brackets that you had to multiply, but now we can expect 3 brackets. I mean, it's not something that you have to sit down and study separately. It's if you know algebra, then if you know how to expand 2 brackets, then you can expand more than 2 brackets as well. Then we have recurring decimal to fraction, again something that has been taken from IGCSE. This has been part of IGCSE math for a very long time, but now we have in O-level math as well. Then we have composite functions. So composite functions is something that has been added in both IGCSE math as well as O-level math. So functions has always been part of the syllabus, but now we have composite functions. So I think that's good. I mean, composite functions, composite function is not, composite function is not something that has been added. It has always been part of the IGCSE math syllabus. So there you have it. Composite functions is now officially part of the syllabus. Also, this is something that I have been teaching since the beginning. It just helps you enhance your algebra and just helps you understand functions better. But yeah, there you go. These are the noticeable topics that have been added in the O-level math syllabus. Okay, now let's talk about the topics that have been removed. So the first and the most prominent topic that you can see is actually matrices. So matrices includes like the matrices, the chapter matrices, and then you had matrices in transformation, transformation matrices. So both of them have been removed, and once again that makes it very similar to IGCSE math. Then we have loci, again makes it very similar to IGCSE math because this was removed from IGCSE math in 2020 also. So when I say loci, make sure that you don't, by loci it means that construction of circles and construction of angle bisector, perpendicular bisector, that parallel lines, so all of that stuff has been removed. Construction of triangles is still part of the syllabus. In fact, you can see at the very last bullet point, construction of simple shapes and bisectors, and then in brackets, so this is what has been removed, and then in bracket it says construction of a triangle is still in the syllabus. So you still need to know how to construct triangles, and I think that's very easy to begin with. And then you have congruent triangles. So thankfully congruent triangles has been removed. I've never liked teaching this topic. The bad news is that, as you can see, the knowledge of congruence itself is still in the syllabus. So that's not too difficult. I mean, it's you should be able to identify where two congruent triangles are, but you don't have to prove it, as in you don't have to memorize those properties, SSS, SAS, RHS. If you've done it in the past, you would know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, well, that's great for you actually. Okay, so these are, like I said, the noticeable changes in the syllabus. Now let's talk about the changes in paper pattern. Okay, so as you can see, they say that we have balanced the two papers, which means that now the duration, the total number of marks, and the weightage, everything will be the same. So previously, the marks for paper 1 were 80 marks and you would get 2 hours, and for paper 2, the marks were 100 and you would get 2 hours and 30 minutes. Now though, for both papers, you get 2 hours each. Paper 1 is still non-calculator, paper 2 is calculator paper, and the marks are 100, and the weightage earlier also was 50-50, now also it's 50-50. So I think this is a welcome change. Paper 2 was earlier for 2 hours and 30 minutes, used to be very exhausting, especially if you have like 2 exams in a day, and one of them was math, so it would take a toll on students and, you know, compromise the exam that they would have right after math. So I think this also is a welcome change. Let's see how the students perform. Then if you talk about the resources, so if you have the older books, you don't need to throw them away, because as you can see, there are some minor changes, not some major changes, and since the paper pattern is the same, that means all the resources are still relevant. So what you can do is you can either just get a photocopy of the topics that have been added from the newer books. So if, let's say, you were using syllabus D, book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, they're great books, especially considering that they cover every chapter in detail. It gets easier for teachers to, you know, pick out the basic concept and then the advanced concept. So usually the way it works is that the basic concept would be in book 1 and book 2, and then in book 3 and book 4 you would find the advanced versions of the same topics that you did in book 1 and 2. So what you can do is, if you want to, you can shift from the 7th edition to the 8th edition. 8th edition is the latest edition, which is as per the syllabus changes in 2025 and onwards. Or there's another book endorsed by Cambridge actually. I'll leave a link to it in the description and you can probably see it on your screen also. You can get this book. This book has actually been written by my teacher, so obviously I would also endorse it, and it's none other than Saad. And this book, the advantage of this book is that you can basically cover all the topics from just this one book, so you don't have to shuffle through multiple books. If, let's say, you're in grade 11 or grade 10, basically if you're in your final year or second last year of O levels, then you don't necessarily need book 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just get this one book and you can cover the entire syllabus from scratch using this book. However, it is a good idea to have multiple resources. So maybe for topics that you find yourself struggling with, in order to get some more practice material, you can get other chapters photocopied. So that's up to you. Obviously, that's your decision to make. So yeah, that's it. These are all the syllabus changes that we can find in 2025 and onwards. And let me know what your thoughts are about these changes. And I will make videos of the topics that have been added. And that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.